Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome back to our channel. It's just me right now. Matt is out and about. I figured I would just come on here as I'm getting ready. We are heading to my daughter's house shortly to kind of celebrate our grandson's birthday / my birthday. We've had a lot going on, so I just kind of figured I'd get on here and talk with you guys and just kind of let you guys know what's been going on and why we missed a video upload. And I wanted to apologize to you guys for missing that upload. So, I guess without further ado, let me go ahead and get into this. I want to try to make this a short video just because I am trying to get ready. I am in a hurry. I'm not going to do a full face. It's not going to matter. I'm going to have my mask on anyway. And here lately, just with, wearing the mask, I've not been putting a full face like foundation and contouring and all of that. I haven't been doing it. To me, I just kind of figure it's a waste of time. It's going to end up in my mask. It's breaking my face out. So, if I'm not going somewhere special, fancy, or where I feel like I'm kind of required to, then I'm not going to. Alright, so, I guess as we always start off with, let me start off with my oil-free Neutrogena moisturizer. I can't even talk today. Okay, so where do I begin? It's been kind of crazy the last couple of weeks. I will try very hard not to cry. When I say that, not lightly, but, so, a couple of weeks, well, a little bit more than a couple of weeks, several weeks ago, my 93-year-old grandmother fell in her house. Now, thankfully, my aunt and uncle were down there with her. My grandmother doesn't live in the same state as where I live. We are about 3 hours away from her. So, and then my aunt and uncle are about, I think they are, I'm not really sure. But let's just say they're probably about 10 hours away. But they were there visiting her. And she fell. Well, she ended up breaking her arm and messing up her knee. So they put her arm in a cast, sent her home, and we just kind of realized that it was just going to be too much. There was no way that she, at 93, in her state, could even go to the restroom. Getting up and down, she needed assistance. Getting dressed, she needed assistance. So, with that being said, the doctors recommended that the family, us, put her into a rehab facility. And that was just supposed to be temporary for her to get back in shape and get the cast off and go back home. And my grandmother is, even at 93, for the most part was in her right mind and self-efficient, and she had excellent neighbors that would check in on her twice a day, every day. So, with that being said, she ended up becoming, and I'm probably not going to say this correctly, but sepsis. So within like a week, maybe 2 weeks of being in the rehab facility, she went down really quickly, and they ended up admitting her into the hospital. With that being said, that's when the doctors pretty much told us that they didn't think that she was going to make it long, and that if there was any family members that wanted to say their last goodbyes, to go ahead and do that now, because it was just going to be a matter of days. So, fortunately, with our schedules and me not working, I was able to, and so was my husband, to attend me, because I'm not able to drive right now still. So, with my schedule and still being off from work, recovering and stuff from my own medical issues, we were fortunate enough to be able to travel down there and at least stay with her one night and, say our goodbyes. Fortunately for me, the night that we went down is the night that she did pass away. And I'm very grateful that I was there. I'm very grateful that any family was there, actually, to be honest with you. So, and knowing that she is my mom's mother, and for any of you all that don't know, my mom died of breast cancer at the age of 45, same age as me. And I was 20, and my daughter was 2. So when my mom passed away, her mom, my grandmother, just kind of stepped in and took the place. So, with that being said, with us not being there when my mother passed away, I was very fortunate and honored and blessed that I could be with my grandmother as she took her last breaths. And I don't want to cry because I don't want this to be a boo-hoo situation, but so with that being said, we came home that next day, and because family members and stuff do live out of town to make funeral arrangements, and the funeral home was exceptional, we ended up burying her and having her funeral services the following week. So that meant, of course, 2 separate trips, and when the funeral was, happening, we were down there a little bit longer. So with all of that being said, unfortunately, I was honored and blessed to be with her as she took her last breaths and left this world. But unfortunately, we buried her on the day of my birthday. So my birthday wasn't extremely happy and celebrated. So, and then my grandson, our firstborn grandson, his birthday is 5 days later. So, with that being said, it's kind of been a whirlwind, and we've not done any celebrations for it, and we've not done anything to kind of celebrate our birthdays and with just everybody's schedules. So today we are getting together, and we're going to kind of celebrate my birthday, and we're going to celebrate his birthday. So right now, Matt is off to the store. Our grandbaby wanted this shirt. I don't even know what this shirt is. I guess it's just some kind of game. I don't know what kind of game it is, but literally the t-shirt is a blue t-shirt, and it looks like a red tomato, but it's like a smiley face, but it's like a red tomato in the center of it. God love him, that's what he wanted. So we got him one of those, and then the next thing he wanted was some game cards. He definitely wants his Xbox gaming cards, so we got him some of those because he just thinks he's so big when he can purchase, new games for his system. And for Christmas, we got him an Xbox One. So, that's what we're doing. That's what he's going to be getting for his birthday. And then Mom didn't say anything, but I figured we are going to surprise him. We are getting him a cake. Now, Meijer's, I don't know if you're familiar with Meijer's, but if you don't have a Meijer's in your area, I'm sorry. But they have some of the cutest birthday cakes that you can get your kids at last minute, if you've not made arrangements, to have a birthday cake made. They always have like these little cute designer birthday cakes. So I have left Pop Pop in charge to go to the store, get the gaming cards, and pick out our grandbaby a cake. So I don't know how that's going to turn out, but I guess we will see when he gets back and brings back whatever he's decided to pick out. All right, so like I told you guys, I'm not going to go fancy schmancy today. But right now I'm picking out this color. I don't know if you guys can see it. I know that little brush is going to fall. This color is kind of just going in the corners of my eyes right now, or the outer corners of my eyes. And I tap. I don't swipe. I tap and just kind of bring it in. I don't go all the way up. I do right at my crease in my eye. I start from the corner here and go in on the crease. Don't mind the wrinkles. But that is another reason why I do not swish. I pat because I make sure that, because I do have some fine lines and wrinkles, maybe some deep lines and wrinkles at this point. But because I do have wrinkles, I do pat it. I just find that it gets it in there better, or I guess on my skin. And you know, these colors are highly pigmented, so. And like I said, I'm not doing anything fancy. There's no sense in it. We're just going to be around family, but enough to make me feel better. Alright, so first color's on. Now I'm going to take this other pink right here. And this is what I will put on like the insides going towards that. So, yes. With all of that being said, now my aunt and uncle and my other aunt have got a lot on their plate. You know, my grandmother and grandfather, who's already passed away, which, you know, I know my grandmother was ready to go. She's 93. She had already buried her husband and 2 of her children, my mom being one of them. So, you know, I can see where she would be unhappy and ready to go. I mean, who wouldn't be, honestly? But, you know, 93 years of life. They've got a lot on their hands now. They've got all of her stuff to settle through and to take care of, and I just know it's going to be a mess, you know, and not a mess as far as anybody fighting or anything like that. You know, the family's pretty close-knit, so I don't worry about anything like that, but mess as in, you know, you got to understand, you can't be in this world for 93 years, along with, you know, your husband and you being married for so many years, living in the same house, and just not accumulating a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff that they accumulated. There's a lot of stuff that she accumulated after he was gone. So that means there's going to be a lot that they're going to have to go through. So I wouldn't want to be them. But I done told them, if there's anything that I can help with, if there's anything that they need me to help with, you know, that I'm here. I will do my best. So they've got that info. They know I'm here. They know that they can count on me. But yeah, I mean, that's what's been going on, and why things have just been out of whack. I've not posted a lot on Facebook other than, you know, my memorials to her, and that's on my personal page. I've not, you know, posted a lot. We did just upload a video, which it's already going to be out by the time you see this video, but it is pretty hilarious. So, just in case you haven't seen it, my son decided he was going to do the spicy ramen noodle challenge and thought that he could trump Matt. Oh, Matt's just a wimp. Matt's a wimp. He can't handle it, blah, 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 blah. Well, my son discovered real quick, Matt is not a wimp. So, that spicy ramen noodle challenge is, I mean, it's a killer. But we do have some really, really good videos coming, guys. I mean, we really do. We've got a lot of content ready. We just got to get it filmed and ready to go. So, you know, definitely stay tuned. Now, you can't see because I didn't realize I had the mirror up like that. And, yeah, you can see all my stuff there. I didn't realize I had the mirror. Sometimes when I put on, you know, which it's for anybody, you put on your eyeshadow and you go a little bit past how you want. You know, you want to kind of stay in the line here. I just take a simple Q-tip and just kind of blend it. I don't do anything major with it. I just, like I said, just kind of get in there and blend it out so that it kind of just goes in that line like it needs to. All right, so I have my outer, which, like I said, you can tell it's not a lot. I don't have a lot on today, and I'm doing neutral colors. So, I have my inner, I have my outer. Now I'm going to, I always like using a brush like this, but I'm going to pick this color right here. I know it's hard to see. Maybe this one. And kind of highlight my bridge there. Let's see. Just kind of go right through here with it. Just enough to give me that little shimmer on my brow bone. It also, if you do your eyebrows, which I just did, you guys saw that I don't even know if I showed you all, but I used my e.l.f. gel. But if you do your eyebrows, it does kind of make it stand out and show that your eyebrows are defined. And then with that color, I come down and do the inside corner of my eye, just to highlight that just a little. As such, kind of brighten the eye a little bit. So, how is everybody else doing? I hope everybody else is doing good and you're taking care of yourself. And, you know, guys, I'll say it. If you've got family members and you can see them, go see them. You know, especially the older ones. You know, we really don't know how much time they have left. And my grandmother was ready. Like I said, there's no shame in that. She was ready to go, and oftentimes, you know, it's hurtful because you don't want to think about it like that, but oftentimes I would call her and, you know, hey, Mima, how are you doing? And she would just get so upset and not good. I'm ready to go. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to live this life anymore. And I can understand it. I mean, I can, guys. The woman was 93 years old. Who And don't get me wrong, she loved her family. She loved every single one of us. She loved, me. She loved my kids. She loved her two remaining children, and she was a church woman. She loved all of that. But at 93, when you've already buried your husband and two of your children, and you're in constant pain, and you hurt every day, who wants to live like that? Nobody does. Nobody wants to live like that. And I kept just telling her every time I would call her and she would say something like that or make that comment, I want to go. I'm so ready to go. I don't want to be here anymore. I'd reassure, hang in there. Your time's coming. It won't be long. Your time's coming. Just hang in there. And I know some people that would irritate and upset, but to them, I'm sorry if it upsets them or offends them. But for her, I don't blame her. I don't blame her for feeling that way. I don't blame her for wanting to be that way. Like I said, could you imagine being 93? And, a lot of people don't realize this. My grandmother is German. She married my grandpa during World War II and came over here. So she has literally at the age of 93, and a lot of people are going to be like, oh wow, I didn't, and you don't realize it. She has survived the Holocaust. She has lived through 2 depressions. She was educated, which was something that was very rare for German women to be educated. And that was even in Germany. Her mom, made sure that she, was educated. So she retired as the head librarian for the University of U of L. Before her and my grandpa purchased land that my grandfather grew up on and retired and settled elsewhere, which rightfully, I see why they did. Their house is beautiful and their land was, gorgeous. But, I'm not sure how many years they were together, but I want to say it was up there. I'll have to ask, but it was definitely up there to, something you don't see anymore. You don't see people married to the same man or the same woman for 50, 60 something years. It doesn't happen anymore. Divorce is so easily just thrown out there. Like I said, she's buried her husband and 2 of her children. I think there's like 9 of us total. When she died, she was a grandmother, a great-grandmother, and a great-great-grandmother. My daughter is the one that made her the great-great-grandmother with her 2 boys. So, I mean, that's a lot. I can honestly sit here and tell you, and this does not... I hope this doesn't represent and sound bad or negative, but I don't think I want to live at 93. I know medically what I'm already experiencing and what I'm going through and the pain that I have every day and how there's days that it is so difficult for me to get out of bed and move, and then there's days that when I get out of bed, it's difficult to move still. So I'm not sure that I would want that. I don't. I don't know. I don't think I would want to be at 93 years old. And I sure as crap would not know what to do if I had to bury one of my children. Both of my children may aggravate the crap out of me, and we may not always get along, especially me and my daughter, or my daughter and myself. I've already talked to her today, and we've already done our nitpicking and stuff at each other, but I could not physically or mentally fathom not having her here to talk to her every day. She's just like my best friend. I mean, I talk to her every day, and I just couldn't imagine not being able to. So, all right, guys. We have been on here now for 25 minutes. So, with that being said, here's the final product. Like I said, I didn't do much. I'll probably put some lip gloss on. I've got my eyebrows done. I've got some eyeshadow done. Of course, my eyeliner is already on. I've highlighted my brow bone, as you can see. I've highlighted the corners of my eyes to just kind of wake them up, make them a little bit brighter. So, got my Thrive Cosmetic mascara on the top lashes, not on the bottom. So, yeah, this is my final look. This is what I'm going to go with. Like I say, guys, as always, in our videos, we want to say thank you for all of your love and support. It means a lot to us. Thank you for clicking on our videos and watching them. Stay tuned, because like I said, we've got some great videos coming. Ooh, I've got some food challenges for Matt, and I'm getting so excited because they're going to be some good ones. So, as always, stay motivated, and we love you guys. Bye.